first Herstoryinsneakers podcast, where I'll be introducing you to some of the waviest females in the sneaker community, industry, and all things related. Today we have our first guest, an all-round creative, fashion stylist, photographer, and founder of Girl Gang. We have Nasa, also known as Naomi.
That's my government.
Yeah, sorry, put that out there.
It's okay.
We're getting personal. So, you have like a fashion stylist, you're established in the industry, you've worked with quite a few renowned people such as Sean Paul, Damian Marley, Little Sims.
Yeah.
But before we get into that, I wanted to go back and talk about kind of how you got into the creative industry. Going back to like, I know that you were quite inspired by your father in terms of your style and stuff, so we'll let people know the journey, where it started for you, kind of how your passion came about.
Okay, cool. I think fashion, like I've always been interested in fashion. I remember when I was in college, like everyone knew me as the girl that had the wavy clothes. I remember one time, me and my friend, we rode to college and there were these Reeboks, they did like a collection and it was like purple, orange, yellow, green and blue. And we basically rode there. One of us had an orange one and a purple one. Yeah. We were known as like the retro, the retro girls. Yeah. So I've always been known as like the fashion person. But I didn't actually know that I like would be like doing styling. That never occurred to me that was an actual job. I just knew that I wanted to have a fashion line one day, and like growing up, going back to like my influence of growing up, like I really love Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Yeah.
So like I always said, like if I had access to his wardrobe, like that would just be like my dream. And also like my influences come from like the 90s like dancehall scene, as well as like 90s garage. Because growing up, like my dad and my uncles, they would be wearing like the Moschino and like the Versace and all of like the off-key kind of stuff, and I was literally like obsessed with that. And then I remember one day going into the Burberry store and they had like all of the Novacek stuff, and like I just wanted everything. So when I was able to afford to buy these things,
you wanted to floss from your
I wanted to floss from a young age. I just loved all of like the bold prints and just like the crazy wildness, because I just thought that was just my way of expressing myself.
Yeah, so you learned from quite
young. Yeah.
Channel kind of your personality.
Yeah,
and express that.
basically, yeah. And yeah, my dad used to say like I dressed like a Christmas tree. So
annoying. All the time.
So annoying. But yeah, my dad, he used to. I remember there was a shop in Shepherd's Bush Market, and you could get like the latest trainers and stuff. And I remember like the first TNs I got. And then I remember being in like year 5, and we went to London Joggers. There was a shop that used to be open in Shepherd's Bush. Old school, like the real G's know about London Joggers.
I'm not from London, so even this to me that, alright.
Yeah, and I remember they had diamond turfs. Diamond turfs? They had Hirachis. Now this is before Hirachi had kind of like come out again, yeah. And then I remember I had like a grey and blue pair. And I remember I went into school, I remember in primary school, year 5, and I got cussed. They were like, what are those? And I was like, listen, these are Nike. Yeah, you lot can't chat to me. These are Nike. And I remember that so vividly. And then going to school and then still like wearing them because they still fit me because I love them trainers. And then like shortly after, they came out again. So I was just like a research. Yeah, it was like a research of them. So I was just gassed that I kind of set pace.
I put them
on from year 5. I put them on. They were cussing me, and then afterwards they were like, they wanted the shoes.
Shoes make sense.
It makes sense.
So did your love for like the clothes come before the sneakers, or was it kind of hand in hand?
I think
did your dad and your uncles and stuff, did they have extensive like training collections as well?
My dad did, yeah. My dad did. My uncles as well. But yeah, I loved trainers so much, but I also loved clothes. I think it was hand in hand, but I think I loved trainers more, way more, because I remember when I got like my first job, I would literally be buying trainers every week. I was obsessed. Like now, I'm not really too fussed.
Yeah.
Like, cause it's changed as well. I think I feel like I don't know. I like stuff that's not really accessible.
Yeah, you're definitely I think from like your page or stuff that I've seen, it's more you. To me, you are a sneakerhead because it's like you have a passion for preps and you wear them and you'll rock them any chance you can. But in terms of like that hype, you're not really for that. It was just like the GRs and stuff that kind of goes with your style.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're quite niche in that sense, I would say, that you're passionate for it. But cool. But I do know that you actually studied law.
Oh my god.
And journalism.
Yeah, I did journalism in uni.
Yeah.
Multimedia journalism.
So how did you get from wanting to be a barrister, media, to being like the photographer, a stylist? She also does nails.
Yeah.
Literally all in one, basically.
So I wanted to be.
Because when I found this out, can I just say, I was imagining her going to court with these like long
nails, a pink suit,
like
trainers. Yeah, just like. She's
innocent. Yeah, so how did that come about?
Oh my god, that's so true. Okay, so I wanted to be a forensic scientist.
Okay.
Then, like, I wanted to be a barrister.
But why?
I don't know. Like, I used to watch too much crime scene investigation. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I used to love all like the crime dramas and stuff. And I was always like, raw, like I would love to like try and help people to like get out of problems and blah 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 blah. But then when I actually did law in college, I was like, listen, this is not for me. Then there's like, you got to go and do law school for like 4 years after. I was like, this is not my path. This is not for me.
Yeah.
So yeah, I quickly diverted. I went to like 3 different colleges.
Okay.
Like the first college I went to Richmond, but because it was so far, I was always late. And I never really used to go to my lectures, so I got in trouble. So that's when I did law, and I think I did like
So you broke the rules and then decided to do law.
Yeah, basically. And then I think the next college I went to, I wanted to do, I think it was art again, something else. And then the final college that I went to, I did media. And that's when I learned how to do photography, learned how to do filming, editing, and we would do like little bits where we would do like photo shoots and stuff. And that's when like a lot of people would ask me to borrow clothes for these projects and stuff. Okay. And that's when I realized like, okay, I like media, this is what like I need to do. Because I did media in secondary school, and I really enjoyed it. I was really good at it, but then I just kind of never looked at it. I didn't know what I wanted to do, basically.
So I think back then stuff like jobs in those types of industries, they weren't really promoted or talked about.
It wasn't promoted, it wasn't talked about. I didn't know that you could be paid to be dressing someone. I didn't know that you could be a photographer. I didn't know you could be a director or any of these type of things. And it's not really available. These jobs are not really available to the black community as well. Yeah, it's like you have to know somebody that works in there, or you know your parents or somebody, or you know it's literally by referral. It's not something that's spoken about. Obviously, we watch TV, we see all these things, but we don't know how it works and how.
Yeah, even you know, like obviously media companies that predominantly owned by not people of colour, so yeah, you don't really.
Exactly.
It's never like somebody else just got you into or passed something down.
Exactly.
It's always you have to work twice as hard.
Yeah, and you have to learn about it. So when I actually did media, I was like, oh my god, it literally opened my eyes like to a whole new world, and I was just like, wow, like okay. And that's when I really just focused, and I just like saw the different areas that I liked. I don't really like filming. I don't like editing videos. I can do it, but I don't like it.
We're going to come on to some of the stuff that you filmed and edited in a little while, don't worry.
Oh god, I know what you're going to say. Okay, cool.
So whilst you were studying law and journalism and stuff, were you also styling people on the side? Because I'm guessing like this passion, that's just always been you, right? So I'm imagining you turning up to lectures in your fur hats, in your Burberry, in your night crepes. So is that always something that like, have you always had friends that...
Yeah, everyone always wants to borrow my clothes.
Yeah,
everyone always wants to borrow my clothes, and I've always had like a lot of stuff. Like yeah, I really like a lot of my stuff is secondhand. But I like for instance, like I wouldn't go into like Louis Vuitton and Burberry today and like splash out. Yeah. I'd rather get the old pieces. I'd rather like I think I would spend my money on Chanel. Like the vintage, to invest. Like I would buy stuff that I can like that's worth money and I can resell. I feel like some of the stuff that's made now is just the quality.
Not good quality.
Yeah, it's not as good quality.
Yeah, I've heard of them changing factories and stuff.
Yeah, and it's like the same factories where they make Primark. So like, no, you're not trying to finesse me.
Yeah. Have you found it harder to like find pieces now with the resurgence of like resellers and stuff?
Yeah.
Because I think before back in the day, there was a lot more better pieces available at charity shops. Obviously now you've got people going just for the purpose of finding kind of rare bits or one-of-a-kind pieces just to kind of flip them online.
Yeah, Depop is just like, it's annoying.
So with obviously being a stylist, have you found that heavily affected kind of your industry?
Not really. Like, I still find pieces up until today on eBay. eBay is the best one. But then, like, I might go on the French eBay. I might go on, like, the one in Spain. I'll go to, like, the different countries ones. Like, I can proper search and dig. But I haven't really searched for a while.
Okay.
Because I've got so many pieces.
The closet.
Yeah, there's so much stuff. It's only, like, I don't know, when maybe I want, like, specific things. But I generally just work with what I got, or, like, try to find things if I need it. But with styling and stuff like that, it's only if it's a specific, like, if they ask me to do something 90s or whatever, there's like there's a what is it called? There's like a few things online basically where they have like vintage things. So there's Palm Vaults. Yeah, there's Palm Vaults Vintage. One of my friends, Hannah, she owns it, so she's got like a cafe, and she's got like an archive of the best stuff. Like, she's got Chanel, Versace, Moschino, you name it. She's got amazing stuff. So if it's like certain things like that, then I know who to go to, or I just like pull it from my wardrobe. But yeah.
Yeah, I always just thought the stylists would just kind of go out and get the clothes that they needed for the shoot on the day or stuff like that.
Not on the day, no.
Well,
no.
Maybe a bit more time to prepare. But then I saw kind of the stuff that you had, and yeah, you've got stock
I've
for
got
days.
stock. I've got a lot of stuff.
Yeah, you've got
So
loads of stuff.
sometimes, like recently, I got asked to do like a last minute job. I had to style some dancers for a video, but they literally asked me the day before. But because I got so much stuff, I was able to style it. And that's like when I did this is like maybe one of like the second or third jobs I did, Ray Black's video, 50/50. I literally got asked the day before, and that was literally all stuff from my wardrobe.
Oh, okay.
Like that Fendi jacket that she was wearing, I think I actually bought it on Depop. It was like €80 or some shit like that.
Wow.
And I hadn't worn it or anything. I just buy stuff and I just have it sitting there.
Yeah.
There's like some other pieces that I ain't even worn, like sick pieces that I have never worn.
Do you ever get jealous? Styling people and stuff.
Not really. Sometimes, because there's some stuff that don't fit me anymore.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So that I'm like, damn, that pisses me off. Like there's this like beautiful satin Versace skirt that I have. I've never seen it anywhere else. And then I randomly found it in the same colour in black as well.
Oh, sick.
So like sometimes I'll buy a piece and then like 5 years later I'll find a matching thing for it, or I might find something similar. It's mad how it happens, but yeah, when stuff like that happens, when it's like it doesn't fit me anymore, and then I use it, I'm just like,
Could have been me.
look at this one. I'm not skinny enough to fit in it anymore. It's annoying, but other than that, it's fine. But there's some stuff that I won't use for styling. It's just my stuff. Yeah.
Cool. When you're styling, so would you do sneakers first and then you choose the fit, or is it like you choose the fit and then you'll choose your shoes?
It depends.
What about for yourself, when you're dressing yourself?
So I might pick the trainers that I want to wear.
Do you want to show them what you're wearing today?
Just
Jeez!
these bad boys.
I think they're 95 Ultras.
Yeah, they're like the Vapor Max.
Yeah.
The new school, like TNE kind of.
Sleeker TNs, yeah. Not so much
The
stomp you in the head.
ones, yeah. The air bubble. Wait, they still have air bubbles? No.
Yeah, it's got air bubble, no?
No, I don't.
Well,
Are these air bubbles?
to be fair, it's all air.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I might pick out, trainers and then base my outfit around that. Or I might say, okay, I want to wear this jacket and then style it around that. Or, okay, I'm going to wear these bottoms, I'm going to style it around that and then do it that way. Or I might just think, okay, I want to wear pink and then I just got bare stuff. I'll just be like, alright, cool.
Yeah.
Or I pick by colour. Depends how I'm feeling,
Dress by colours.
Yeah.
So, as I was saying, she does like to film, well, she doesn't like to, but she did back in the day, record and edit some videos. So for your college project, you did a collector's series, which unfortunately only has one episode.
I know.
I was so sad. I was so
know.
ready to dig into that. I'm going to leave the link below because it's actually so good.
I need to continue that because that was actually wavy.
It was way ahead of its time. And it was
Oh.
basically a series that you did, which was...
It's for uni, I think. It was
Yeah.
my uni project, yeah, my final project at uni.
But do you want to tell the guys a bit more about it then?
Okay, so I basically did a
Still
series.
available on YouTube.
Yeah, it's still on YouTube. I did a series, well, it was one episode. I was hoping to do a series.
I'm going to keep calling it a series because we're going to bring it
Yeah,
back.
we're gonna
I'm going to make it happen.
Yeah, we need to bring it
We'll
back.
do a collab.
Yeah, definitely. So I was basically, I think it was, how many people did I have? One, maybe like 3 or 4 people.
I think you had 4
4,
and yourself.
including myself, or 4, 5, including
Yeah.
myself, yeah. About people who collect either trainers, mainly clothes and trainers, basically. And I think the first person I spoke to was Juice G.
Yeah, shout out Juice G. If you're in this, she's quite big in the sneaker community today as well.
Yeah.
She's always
been
championing like females in sneakers. But yeah, she's on there, which is amazing to see. So I think this was 6-7 years
This
ago.
was years ago.
Yeah, when I went
Years
on there and
ago.
I saw her, I was like, that's just
Yeah,
to
it's
me that's so
mad.
sick to see someone from way back then that's still relevant today.
Exactly.
But yeah, sorry. Continue.
Yeah, so she's obviously got like an amazing collection of sneakers. Then there was a guy, because I went to uni in Southampton.
Okay.
So there was a guy in Southampton, I can't even remember his name. His artist name is Biochemic. I can't remember. Is it Kunle? Yeah, that's it. He's like a size 14 or 15 or something. And his collection was mad. He had like these weird kind of like these Nikes, yeah, and they were like some weird like Star Wars kind of spaceship.
The mags. The Nike
Yeah,
mags.
he had
Back
some
to the future.
He had sick collection of shoes, like for his size as well. That was incredible. And then I spoke to a guy. He's got a thing called Retro Rags, and he's basically got like a mad collection of like vintage clothes. Obviously myself, and then I think I went to the Wavy Garms event. Yeah, because they used to. I think they still do events now. But obviously people know about Wavy Garms. They had like the selling thing on Facebook. That's how it first started. And yeah, I think that was it.
Yeah,
I think that was
it.
it. Yeah, sick. I even forgot about that.
No, it's
That's
so good. I love it.
mad.
And she interviewed herself.
Yeah, I interviewed myself, and I remember I literally said "and" like 50 times. It was so joke. I remember watching it back. I was just like, oh my god, I was so nervous.
It was
like,
so good. You're actually like, in terms for the fact that you don't like filming and editing. It was a
decent.
sick job.
I'm actually good at it, but it's just very tedious, and I feel like I just kind of lost the passion for it. I think the most I would do is film, but I would get someone to edit it.
Yeah.
So
what inspired you to want to do that about people collecting? Is it because you're a collector yourself?
Yeah, because I'm a collector myself, and I wanted to find other people like me as well that are collecting stuff, because I know, like, I actually need to do this again, because I forgot about this. I completely forgot about this. Because there's so much people that have some sick collections. Like, I need to find somebody that has like a sick collection of like Chanel. I need to see.
You know anybody? Let us know.
Yeah, let
if
us
you want
know.
to come on to collectors.
Yeah. And definitely would have to interview Hannah Palm Vaults, because her collection is mad. This woman's got like Chanel ski stuff.
Oh.
Like stuff that is just like I've never seen in my life. Like stuff that is just like you can't have it. Like you can't sit with her still. It's bad.
Yeah, I think that's what I liked about I want to say series, the one video.
Yeah.
It was like because you were genuinely interested in what people have in their collections. I think that makes such a difference when like you're interviewing
Actually,
someone to see what they have.
yeah.
Because like you geek out over it.
That's mad. I forgot about that. You're sick, you know.
Well, there's another video.
You did your oh god, yeah.
So, I think what was it called?
This one was in college.
Jordan Love.
Yeah, this one I did a stop motion. Man. This one's hilarious.
So it was about a love story. Did you get assigned like? Did you get told that you have to do something about like what was the actual project?
The brief was to create a stop motion video.
About
And
anything.
we could create the concept, yeah.
Okay, so what did Miss Naysap Rocky do? She created, which I will also link below because it is perfect, a love story between two kids.
Yeah.
And I think they were Jordan 11 breads.
Yeah.
Like the male and the female.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's basically just an on foot all you see of these people is like their shins and their feet.
Yeah.
But it's a love story.
Yeah.
You get so attached.
Yeah.
And you see them meet, and you see them, you know,
get married. They get married. Yeah, they exchange numbers.
Yeah,
they get married.
At the end, she dies.
She dies. Yeah, and then you see her. He's visiting the grave. It's all very dramatic. But I basically told the story through the songs. So there was no like speaking or words. I literally just chose the tunes. So like at the end it was like Tony Braxton, Unbreak My Heart. It was very dramatic. Very dramatic. And then I think for the wedding part it was what's that? What are they called again? It was Let's Get Married. What are they called?
Jagged Edge.
Jagged Edge, that's it. And then I think there was another like montage bit where they were like riding the bike, and then it was that tune, It Must Be Love.
Yeah.
It was.
And then at the end it's like the most important thing is to love and to be loved.
Yeah. Do you know where I got that from? Moulin Rouge.
Oh God.
Moulin Rouge. Yeah.
It was just about as dramatic.
It was dramatic. It was so dramatic.
But I love that. Like again, that to me was like. You're not what people would think, sneakerhead, but it's like you made a whole project about a love story about Jordans. It's like, how can you not be a sneakerhead?
I know, it's jokes.
It was so good.
No, I need to actually get that clip. I'm gonna put it on my Insta.
Oh yeah, please do.
I'm gonna put it as a reel. And the collectors thing. Nah, I literally forgot about that. That is mad. That needs to come back.
No, yeah, because I saw Juice at London Fashion Week, and I mentioned it to her. I was like, imagine I just saw this video the other day, and I was just watching it, and who did I see? You. I was like, you just popped up out of nowhere with this collection.
Crazy, man.
But yeah, sick. So you're down to do that again?
Yeah, 100%.
Well, if you lot are collectors and you have anything interesting that you want to show, please do let us know. So I want to talk a little bit more about, obviously, when you got into the industry. How did it kind of start? So after you were doing media and then you kind of found your passion for photography and stuff. How did you then get into being someone that kind of a lot of people have now worked with? I think you're also quite known for, you work with quite independent people.
Yeah, a lot of upcoming artists, a lot of independent people, especially like with Girl Gang as well.
Yeah. Do you want to talk a bit more about Girl Gang before we continue? So you're the founder of Girl Gang. You do events for upcoming and already established artists. You do some female ciphers, which is sick.
You
need
to start back up again as well.
Have you found it difficult because of lockdown?
It's been difficult. It's been very difficult, and obviously because it's just me that's running it, it's like, I need to build a team. But I'm just so precious about Girl Gang. I just believe that it's all gonna fall into place soon, and the right people will come. Because I can't just have any and anyone working with me on it, because it's so dear to me. Like, everything that I do is a reflection of me. So like, they have to have the same work ethic and be as passionate about it as I am. And I've had like a few people in the past, but where obviously I'm freelance, I don't receive any funding. So I would like to pay people for their time and their work as well. So I'm looking into like getting funding. So if anyone wants to invest, hit me up, because it's an amazing project. And I just kind of want to, I've got so much plans, I've got so many ideas. It's been like 5 or 6 years that Girl Gang has been going on. That I've got a lot of plans for it, and I feel like I've just been like building the foundation. I've been kind of keeping consistent with the events. So we do events at Box Park.
Free events.
So we're residents at Box Park. So how it even started. So I used to do radio. So when I was at uni, I went to uni. I did multimedia journalism. I wanted to be a TV presenter. That's what I basically thought I wanted to do before I went to college, which is something I'll probably dip back into later on. But then we had, I think in the second year or the third year, we had voice coaching. I'd never done it before, so I went and done it. After the first session, the man was just like to me, like, your voice is amazing, you should really consider doing radio, and it's something that I never thought of. So I just thought, wow, okay, cool, like he was like, it would be a good starting point, so obviously before you go into like TV presenting or whatever. So then I was basically co-hosting a show with Shayna Marie, and we was doing a show on Pulse 88. And we basically was interviewing so many guys. So at first, it was a project that me and Shayna was working on, but because like my work ethic is just different. Like I'm just like all systems go, and we just kind of didn't. We weren't really on the same page, but we still like worked with each other. There was no bad blood between us. There was nothing like that.
Yeah,
it was just
didn't work.
It just didn't work out. Yeah, it didn't work out. So then I basically thought, okay, let's do like a series of all female ciphers, because obviously there wasn't really much females that we were interviewing, and at the time I think it was just like Ray Black, and then I think we interviewed like Miss Banks, and then I remember seeing I even like found some people. I remember seeing Nadia Rose. She did a music video called Station, and I was like, nah, this girl's sick, we need to have her on the show. And like after that I was just like, there weren't really much females. We had Alika as well. I could literally name all of them, and it was so long ago. That's how I remember. It wasn't many at all. So then brought the idea to Shayna, and was like, cool, let's do this. And then we basically set up to do a cypher. This was like 2016.
Was that
or something.
Independent to the radio show?
Yeah, this was something completely different. We didn't even know what we wanted to call it at the time. We just had the idea, and then I think we was meant to film. We had like a lineup. It was like 5 artists, but on the actual day, a couple of them couldn't come. So I basically like styled everyone. Everyone was wearing like pink and lilac. It was on like a rooftop in like Peckham. I think I even made chicken wings that day as well.
So she's also a chef?
Yeah, I made some food. Any set that, like girl gang set that anyone's been on, I always make food. And then I think it was just 2 artists. It was Madders Tiff. Well, it was Madders Tiff at the time, but she just called Madders, and Jar Jar Kisses. So I was like, do you know what? Not everyone has come. Let's just kind of make it like an intro to Girl Gang. And then so we shot that, and then I think it came out maybe in like June 2016. So I think we did it like a few months before. So then it came out, and then like everyone was just like, what is this? Like, this is sick. Like, there's like 30 girls dressed in pink and lilac on this rooftop. We've got like pink smoke, purple smoke. It was like, what is this? So then I think like a couple people reached out to me. I ended up doing like a collab with Dre Beats, and then I think we did like some stuff with like radio at the time, and then I got offered to do the show at Box Park, Shoreditch. This was like when they first opened up. Somebody basically, it was someone from Rilla, Ian from Rilla, because they was having shows at Box Park, and they couldn't fill the slot. So he was like to me, Raj, you want it? I'd never done an event before. I'd literally never done an event. Like, we had never done no type of event. We didn't know what we was doing, but I was like, you know what? Yeah, like, let's do it. Kind of like threw ourselves in the deep end a little bit. Like, and it really worked out. Like, the first show, you have to do that. You can't always be comfortable. You have to be uncomfortable. And I if I wouldn't have done that, like, Girl Gang wouldn't be where it is today. So yeah, we did that first show. It was sick, you know. It was sick. Like, looking at now and how I run things now, like then and how I run things now, madness. Like, it didn't occur to me to like think about like the timing. I would just feel like, okay, cool, 5 minutes. I didn't know, I didn't have no clue.
Yeah.
So sometimes we like might run over a few of the shows. Some people didn't get to perform. Like, but no one would have known that all that chaos was happening, because it was such good vibes. Like, they're always busy. I think like we had Ray Black perform like on one of like, the first shows as well, so that was sick. Like, it was always just sick, and they loved Girl Gang. And like the name of Girl Gang changed so much. So first it was Girl Gang, actually spelt Girl Gang. Then it was Girl Gang Cyphers. Then I just decided to change it to GRLG&G, still Girl Gang, but a different way, because there were so many other things that were like Girl Gang related. So like it really changed a lot. Like, and it really did happen organically, because I didn't know what I wanted it to be. I didn't know that I was going to create a community, and I didn't know I was going to create a platform. It was just kind of like a snowball effect, and it just really worked out beautifully, because I feel like shortly after, I feel like Girl Gang was like one of the first like all female kind of platforms that kind of came around, and people like based their business models off of Girl Gang, which is sick, because I had no clue what I was doing. So to be able to pioneer that, not having a clue, but just learning along the way, like that was just that was amazing. And then I think I can't remember what year it was, but Box Park, they asked me to be Girl Gang to be resident. So we go to like all of the different box parks
Mhm.
and whatever, and we're the only all-female live show at Box Park. They're very loyal to us. We've had like a couple fake girl gangs that have like tried to pop up, like actually
Fake
called,
gangs.
like actually called girl gang. Like
Oh, wow,
yeah,
nice.
it's actually a thing, right? So it's been mad. It's been a madness, but it's literally it's been a blessing. And like now, so like with the ciphers and we introduced freestyles as well. But because of everything that's been going on,
Mhm.
it's just been a bit difficult. And there was just like so many problems with like audio and stuff as well.
Mhm.
And then it's like, you know, sometimes you're working with people that might not be as experienced, but at the same time I wasn't able to afford the time, the people that had all the equipment, and to be able to afford to loan the equipment and stuff. I kind of had to work with what I had. So there was a lot of stuff that was filmed that has never seen the daylight.
Okay,
That has never seen anything.
Like,
Which is annoying. Like there's ciphers that have been shot, but you know, which is annoying because like I really put a lot of effort into them. So I would like produce, I would style, I would direct, I would do everything. Like,
do like just chop them all up into one video or something.
Maybe, yeah. I think I've still got the footage
Just do
though.
like BTS.
Yeah. I think I've used like little bits of it here and there. But yeah, man, it's been a journey, boy.
Yeah, no, it's sick because even like that was like what 5 years ago.
Yeah, this was like 5 years ago. I think 2016.
Yeah.
The other day I was like, I was speaking to David. He's the manager of like all the Box Park sites, and he's always been like such a big supporter of Girl Gang. Like he's just the best. And we was sat down, we was having a chat. And I was just like, yeah, like, we need to do like the 3rd anniversary or 4th anniversary. He was like, what do you mean? It's been like 6 years. I was like, oh my god, you're right. I was like, oh my god. He was like, come on, like, it's been a while. It's been a while. I'm just there like, I'm just locked away with the fairies, like, just thinking it's like 3 years I've been doing it. It's like 5 or 6 years.
No, it's sick. I think if that came about now, it would make sense because we are very much in like the feminist age of, you know, girls supporting girls type of thing. But I think the fact that it was established back then, it's just like, no, yeah, girls have been championing Girl Gang
exactly
for quite a while.
It's been a long time.
Yeah,
the people that have come through, I feel like Girl Gang is like a gateway. So I feel like there's a lot of eyes on Girl Gang, and like my eye for talent is mad because some of the girls that I found, they've been picked up and they're now doing amazing things, which is amazing. Like it's just so good to see, and like seeing like them linking up with the other girls as well, because it's a community. So they'll come, they might meet someone on the day, you know, they might meet their manager, they might meet someone they're going to collab with, they might meet someone at a record label. And I'm doing a lot of A&R's jobs, so I know they just be looking. I'm doing lots of their jobs. I should be an A&R. Should be like a top class A&R because I'm doing their jobs for them.
Do you think that the industry that you're in, that you're either at advantage or a disadvantage, obviously being a female in it?
Of course, always. And
well, I keep saying the industry, she's in like 7.
Yeah, and especially when you're black, it's long. It's just long, but I feel like that's why I do so many different things and I do them well. So it's just like, you cannot deny my talent and you cannot deny me, as much as what colour I am, if I'm a man, a woman, a pig or a donkey, like you can't deny it. So it's just like, I just feel like I've just gone in because of that fact, and because of like growing up as well, until I think in my like early 20s is when I like educated myself on my history, because my parents didn't do that for me, and obviously in school you only learn about slavery, do you know what I mean? So I didn't really know. So I feel like at that point everything made sense to me, like why I was treated the way I was treated, even though I'm light skinned, like still.
You're still black too.
I'm a black woman. You know, it's only in the black community where they'll question my blackness. But to white people, I'm black. Do you know what I mean? So we're in a white country. So you know, all through school, through college, university, work, all the jobs that I've had, like I've been discriminated. You know, and one thing with me, microaggressions, they never go over my head. So I was always challenging people. I was always fighting with people, not physically fighting.
I was always swinging.
Always swinging. You know, I'm not a fighter, but you know, I will defend myself. I'm not one to start a fight. But anyway, I really understood, like, it made sense why things were the way they were, and I just felt like, Because when I was younger, I thought, right, is it because I'm black? And I thought, nah, do you know, it can't be that. That's just stupid. And you know, in this country, like, they sweep things under the rug. They're very fake about it, but they will say certain things and, you know, insinuate certain things.
Yeah.
But
or even just like I think energies is something
exactly.
that it's difficult to describe to people, like, especially when we talk about racism. It's like it's not just people saying stuff or people whispering. It's like sometimes it's just you can feel uncomfortable.
You can feel it, and you know. And I just always thought, nah, it can't be, kind of thing, because I wasn't taught that, or you know, I never really had those conversations with people. But I just kind of knew something was up. And like all through like working, it's just always been a bit difficult, but I feel like that's why as well I kind of just pushed myself, and I said to myself a couple of years ago as well, I'm going to do all the things that I love and get paid for them. That is what I want to for my jobs to be. Like, and I said from before, like, if I don't love it, I'm not going to do it. So I've done so many jobs. Like, I've worked in Selfridges, I've worked in Urban Outfitters. I remember my first job, I worked at Ed Hardy. I've worked in Marks and Spencer's. Like, I've done so many jobs, and like majority of them I was fired.
Just because you didn't like
no
them.
cap, yeah, because I always found that do you know what as well, like, you know, sometimes you have managers and you just feel like they've got a vendetta against you.
Yeah, a lot of people in these senior positions
they're just
I don't know what they are on a power trip.
Yeah, they're stiff, and as well I think it's because that is their life. Like,
yeah,
that's their only job. And what I grew to learn is that like, when you have a light that is bright and people can see you're going places, but you might not be able to see it at the time. Like, these people can see the potential in you, they can see it in you, and they're jealous, or they can't stand it. They're not in the position to be able to be free and to be able to be creative and do what they're doing. So they really made my life difficult.
Yeah.
But I always rebelled. And that's why a lot of my jobs I was fired, because I just stopped caring. Because all I used to just think is, I'm just here for the money.
Yeah.
I'm not here, this is temporary.
Don't involve me in politics.
Yeah, I always just feel like everything is temporary. So
to you, it was just a gateway.
Yeah, it was just a gateway. It was just a way for me to make money, to be able to do what I'm doing, and to fund my other things, and to be able to live. Do you know what I mean? So it was just, yeah, it was always difficult. And I feel like I really found freedom when I started doing the more creative stuff. So after uni, I was doing radio, and at that same time, that's when I started styling. So I think the first ever video that I styled was for an artist called T.E. Dines, and he was our first guest on me and Shayna's radio show. So that's how that connection was made. And then I think, he asked me to be in the video, and there was a mention of like clothing and stuff, and I was like, cool, I can style it.
I got you.
I got it. I can style me and the ladies, and that's how kind of like the styling went. And I feel like when I realized, like, I think, when I was doing radio, I was like, this is sick. Like, when I realized, like, I found out like what I wanted to do, and I knew that I could be my own boss. Like, that's when I truly, like, that's when my journey like truly began, and I felt like happy, and I felt like, like, it was hard to begin with, and it's still hard now sometimes. Like, freelance life is hard, like, and I'm sure everyone that's freelance can relate to that. Sometimes you have good months, sometimes you don't, but you really just have to keep going. And it's just like, cool, it might not be working a 9 to 5, but you could be working at like 1 o'clock in the morning, working on Sunday, working on Saturday, you know, you're working, it's longer, but I feel like you're your own boss, and I don't know, it's just so much
satisfaction.
It's so much satisfaction, and you know, you don't have to worry about, my whole thing is as well with everything, through school up until working, was always dressing, how I looked. They wanted me to conform, I wasn't on it. I remember when I went to Selfridges, they hated me. Oh my god. I worked in the lingerie department, They were terrible. They wanted you to wear makeup, they wanted you to wear heels, blah, 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 blah. And I think I got the job. Then I think the first day I came, I had red hair. I dyed my hair red. I had some red weave. I had some bright red hair. And they were just like, what is
this? Isn't the girl we
hired. This isn't the girl who had it. Because I think, I had like black hair or whatever. So it's always been a thing, even from school. Like, it was like, I wasn't allowed to wear trainers. I used to get sent home all the time because I used to rock up in my trainers. So being able to just wear whatever I'm wearing, make up my own hours, work if I want to work, go on holiday if I want to go on holiday, that was really freeing. And it was like, I've got freedom now. Because I felt very trapped and very like, I don't know, I was just like, this life is not for me.
Yeah, I think definitely if when you're a creative person, I think you very much establish the fact that you are just creative in mind and in, like embodying soul. Yeah, I think obviously with the restrictions of other people telling you, because it's even like, well, maybe I might want to wear makeup every day, but I don't want to be told.
Exactly. You can't tell me.
Yeah.
And it's like, if you tell me to do something, I'm not going to do it even more. Just to piss you off, because it's like, no. No, you're not going to do that to me.
So would your advice to kind of a female wanting to get into it, or a female that feels like she is at a disadvantage or being questioned constantly, just be to push through, like let your work speak for you?
Yeah, just push through, like, and just focus on the goal in mind. Like, the minute that you kind of like slip off or worry about other people and what they're doing is when you end up in like a cesspit of nonsense, like, and doubt, and you just hating yourself, and you're like, oh my god, how come I'm not doing this? And you really just have to focus on what you're doing, and just be the best at what you do, and don't allow anybody to tell you otherwise.
Yeah, facts. Because I definitely think that there's a lot of like, even as when you were saying about the fake kind of girl gangs and stuff.
Yeah.
There is, it's either people don't support you,
or
people question you, and then it's like, or either people imitate you. And I think it's very easy to get distracted kind of from your own path and to move with the negativity. And I think you do just have to forget it. You have to feel like, you know what, let people do whatever they're doing and just move in kind of your love and your passion. I think that you create a lot better work that way.
It used to piss me off because, like, even with like my style and styling and whatever, I feel like a lot of people kind of try to copy me, and maybe because they might have had more following than me, it might have looked as if or whatever, but the real people would know. And I feel like I really struggled with that. But then after a while, it just doesn't bother me anymore, because that's like, I know who I am, I know what I've done, you know, I know I've got the blueprint. Like, I have the blueprint, I always had it, so I don't let that bother me. But it's like, because people used to say, like, imitation is the highest form of flattery, and I used to be like,
the words of Drake, it's just annoying me.
F that, it's just F that, like, I don't care, pay homage.
Yeah.
And my thing was, it's like, okay, cool, if you're gonna try and copy my style, at least shout me out, give credit. But a lot of people don't do that. But, you know, I just really believe in being real, being honest, and that will take you further than people that are lying and being fake, because you can only be fake for so long.
Yeah, facts. And you know you have the body work kind of to prove it. Like,
exactly.
People, I was going back and I was just like, well, you've done a lot.
From time.
Like, and then you shoot and style your own shoots. Even sometimes you do the nails if you want to show your nails up to the people.
Nails.
Them. You do a lot. So I think it will be hard for kind of now for people to do that.
Yeah, it's true.
Because
you
even
like with the nails, like I've literally been doing nails for, it'll be 2 years in April, and I've never done any type of nails before, and like I've come in and I'm literally in my own lane.
I mean, I can understand why people hate her, because it's like, why do you
have to do it? It's like, why do you, like, but you know what? Like, growing up here, I literally thought that I had no talent. I just thought, okay, cool, I can dress. That was it. Like, I knew a lot of people. I used to go out. I used to be at parties and whatever. But because I couldn't sing, I can't rap, can't act. Well, I could probably rap if I wanted to, but it's not really my thing. Can't rap, can't sing, can't play any instruments. Like, I don't want to be like a lawyer or a doctor. You know, it was like, what do? I just thought, okay, cool. I'm not really talented at anything. I'm just kind of here, like, I'm pretty and I can dress. Like, this is great, like, what is this gonna do? And then I think when I found out that I was like good at, this was like in my 20s, do you know what I'm saying? This was quite later on, so I just there thinking I'm just this talentless girl, I'm just like here, do you know what I mean? Like,
for being you as a talent.
Yeah, literally, I didn't know, I didn't realise my true power until I started to find myself and started to learn more about me and like my history, and you know, I really found myself and was really on that journey. And then I was like, wow, like, I'm sick. Like, I'm actually sick. And it's like, it's taken a lot for me to get to this point. Do you understand? It wasn't an easy journey. It didn't just come to me. Do you understand? So it's like, when, because I think the comment that pisses me off the most is like, what can't you do? Like now, and it's like, mate, like I think it's very patronising and very condescending when people say that sometimes. I know they might not mean it from a bad place, but it's like it took me a while to get to this place.
Yeah,
you know, it's not. Yeah, it didn't happen overnight. I didn't just wake up and be like, yeah, I'm going to be a fashion designer, nail stylist, this, that, and the other. It was a journey, and to be able to build up the confidence to be this person I am today has been a journey. Do you understand? It's like people don't know what I've been through. They don't know what my childhood was like. Do you know what I'm saying? They just think that, you know, I've just popped up as this amazing person. It's like it took a lot of work to get to this point. So, yeah, man.
Yeah, I think especially because obviously growing up, stuff like that wasn't considered a talent. Like it was either your academic
literally,
or
that's
your
it.
athletic.
That's it. I wasn't trying to play football. I wasn't trying to play any sports at all. I think I did a little bit of sport, wasn't really on it. I was like, this is not for me. I didn't really know my path. I didn't really know. I was just kind of just floating there. Even when I went to uni, I was like, cool, what do I want to do? I was like, cool, I want to be a TV presenter without actually thinking about it. And then it's like one thing led to another. And it's like, now, you know, I'm doing this. But I've always been good at art. And I feel like it's kind of come full circle because like in school and stuff, I was really good at art. But then I never did it until now I'm doing nails. So it's like to be able to go back to that place. And I remember this so vividly, being really young and being really angry. And then I was like going to like this shopping centre and there was like this arts and crafts kind of thing. And then I remember doing the arts and crafts and whatever. And I remember just feeling so calm.
Yeah, you found your peace.
Yeah, so peaceful, so calm. And like to be able to come back to that. And I feel like with what's been going on in the world, and like last year I went through something quite traumatic, so being able to do nails and it's like really calmed me down, and it's like
a therapy. Yeah,
it's literally been therapy, and it's been like I meditate without realizing when I'm doing it. So it's just a blessing to be able to like use my art as an outlet and also create like sick artwork as well.
Yeah, sick. No, I think everything you do kind of ties back into the art. Like I think that the reason why I was so interested to kind of get to know you and to have you on today, and also just to know you and follow you just as a person, you're wavy. It's kind of like obviously I liked the fact that I saw that obviously you into sneakers and stuff like that, but it's like that in and of itself, everything that you do, the behind it is kind of inspired by art. It's like, to me, trainers are art. It's like your styling, in the way it's that art, it's all art. It's like even the shows that you put on, like that's a type of art. So yeah, I like that it's all kind of
thank you.
It's just your passion kind of for art, and
I love
it resonates through everything.
I love it, and like do. I feel like you can really see, you can feel the passion in everything that I do, and I said to myself before, if I don't love it, I'm not doing it. So everything that I do is like a reflection of me. Like if you haven't been to any girl gang event, and if you do come, like the vibe is just unmatched. It's just different, and I just can't wait until it just goes further and I'm able to like do things on a bigger scale, and just for everybody to experience it, just to experience the energy, because it's like no other.
Yeah. When's your next show? Do you have it?
So the next show is on the 6th of October. It's at Box Park Croydon, and then there's another one the following week in Shoreditch. So there's two.
This probably won't be up by then, I can't lie.
Okay, it's fine.
But okay, I will promo it on the Instagram.
Yeah, I think November. There's one in November.
Yeah, what's happening in November? Let's talk about November. But whilst you're doing that, what does the future hold for you? Like,
10th of November. Oh shit.
10th of November?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
At Shoreditch.
Shoreditch Sports Bar. Sick. So yeah, what does the future hold for Naza? You was on a project this week.
Yeah, so I was working on a project. I styled someone for colours, so that was really good.
Oh, sick.
That's my first ever styling anyone for colours, so that's exciting.
Amazing.
I'm working on something for Amazon Music.
Nice. I saw you on the Uber video.
Yeah, oh my god, yeah, the Uber video. That was for International Women's Day like 3 or 4 years ago. That was sick. I remember when I got that job come through, I was like, Uber? I was like, oh my god, am I going to get free Uber?
Yeah,
did not get free Uber. Did not even get a voucher. I thought I was going to get like a black card.
Not even a discount code.
Not even a discount code. I thought I was going to get like 50% off for the rest of my life. I should have made that, put them in my contract or something. Yeah.
Yeah, so Amazon.
Yeah, so I got something coming off Amazon. It's for National Album Day.
So
we're basically like recreating 5 iconic albums.
Oh.
I won't say what they are. I don't think I'm even allowed to talk about it right now.
Okay, sorry, I can cut it.
Yeah. And yeah, I'm just obviously gonna be doing Girl Gang, obviously nails, and yeah, just trying to take over the world still.
Yeah. Do you want to shout out your different Insta pages?
Yeah.
You also do clothes.
Yeah. So, okay, clothing line has been the only consistent thing that I wanted to do from a young age.
Okay, sick.
Okay, but with the whole clothing line thing, I'm just waiting to a point where I am financially ready to do it, because it takes a lot of money to start a clothing line. And because of like the clothes that I want to do, like detail is everything to me. So until I'm in a space and a place to be able to fully dedicate my time to do it, it's a lot. It's going to take a lot of resources. So I'm just being very patient. At the moment, I'm just doing like little custom pieces. I might do a few pieces here and there for videos and stuff, but it hasn't officially started yet. But who knows, that could change very soon.
Yeah, I think you made them all for, was it Shay's Universe?
Yes, I made, so Shay Universe got a video called Levels. So we basically recreated 10 female artists' looks. So there was Erica Badu, there was Little Kim, which the outfit that I made. Lisa Left Eye from TLC, so I made that look. And then it was Rihanna's look that she wore to like, I can't remember what that was. It was like the crystal, the Swarovski crystal dress, and the do-rag and the things. I made that.
I can just remember the Peter Griffin meme in my head.
Oh my god, yeah.
I think it was the Met Gala.
Yeah, Met Gala or something like that, yeah. And she like won an award. She won an award that day. Then there was also Destiny Child as well. So I did those soldiers.
Yeah, the green
So I
camo.
did that, the camo, did that. What else was there? There was a Lauryn Hill one, and then there was a Missy Elliott one as well. And I basically made the glasses. So I sourced the jacket from a brand called Berthold. And then the glasses I literally made them the night before. Tried to recreate the glasses, those iconic glasses that I was wearing. Obviously it's not the same because she had like all crystals or whatever. So I just like had a glitter and some nail crystals and stuff. The best I could do, but it looked sick for what it was. So that was good. That was like my first music video where I've like made majority of the looks for it. So that was sick. And then I've just like made a few pieces like for myself, and then like a few custom pieces here and there. But to be honest with you, like sewing actually stresses me out.
Okay.
Like I really have to be in the mood. I really have to be prepared because I end up fighting the sewing machine.
Yeah.
Like I'm not the best seamstress, but I can sew well. And there's some things that I've still yet to make, but I think moving forward, I'll probably like design stuff and then get it made.
Okay.
And maybe make the odd few thing here or there. I'll make the sample or something, and then like get the rest made, because me and sewing, sometimes we're not friends.
Yeah. And I think you could kind of push the nail thing.
Yeah. So
and
now
you obviously enjoy that a lot more.
Yeah, I enjoy it so much. Like I really do enjoy it. And like I don't think I've ever done the same nail design twice. I literally, it's all like bespoke. It's all tailored to that person. And I actually refuse to copy nails. So
the party rings one.
Oh my god, the party ring! I'm actually obsessed with party rings. It's not a joke.
They're so good.
They're so tasty.
It reminds me of childhood.
Yeah, I love them.
I'm like, yeah.
I need to do them again because like
you can't. You won't do them.
It's true.
You have to find.
Or do like another version.
Yeah, do a shorter version.
Do another version, yeah. And maybe
So, before we go, if you could change one thing kind of in the industry regarding females, what would it be?
Let us in.
Yeah.
Like, let more of us in and pay us more money because we deserve it.
Yeah, facts.
Let us in, allow us to do our jobs, pay us more money, and stay in your lanes, please. Allow us to do our thing, because sometimes you find that you'll be doing something and then you've got this dude that's trying to dictate your work. It's like, mate, stay in your lane, I'll stay in mine. So just leave us to do our things, pay us well, and give us the credit that we deserve.
Yeah, facts. Well, I feel like I could sit here and talk to you for ages. But I do want to say thank you for touching obviously on the racism and stuff, because I think that we, especially with Herstoryinsneakers, is like we talk a lot about, well, I talk a lot on my platform, talks a lot about like obviously girls feeling at a disadvantage just because of their gender, but I do obviously think that when you're a person of colour, you never know if the way that you're being treated is because of kind of your background or your gender, and I think that that's something that we do need to speak about more, because especially in the sneaker industry, even when females are being pushed, there is definitely kind of an aesthetic that's being pushed with it, and it's like people of colour are only being hired when it's suitable.
Or it's like the token black person.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's like now, because of the whole Black Lives Matter thing, it's like, yeah, they're like hiring more people, but how long is this actually going to last for?
Yeah.
But I just think it's nonsense, to be honest. When they was doing the Black Square thing, I was just like, you lot are just tired. Like, actually do something. It's like, cool, this is going on, but I actually haven't seen any change.
Yeah.
I haven't seen much change at all. There's a few people that have been hired in like positions in the music industry, but still, they're still not like in high positions in the music industry. Where are the women? Still now.
And there's still obviously black artists being taken advantage by the management and stuff.
And there's no dark-skinned women. Like, where are they?
And if they are, they're kind of placed in very strategic.
Yeah, and it's only a few of them, and it's like, okay, there's so much. Like, the amount of talented black women that come through Girl Gang, I'm like, wow, you need to be touring around the world doing X, Y, and Z here and there. And it's just like, yeah, it's a shame, man. I really hope it changes, because I'm really tired of it.
No, I think you're doing great in terms of trying to change that.
Yeah.
So obviously, guys, check out Girl Gang, and if you want to let people know where they can find you and everything that you do.
Okay, so Girl Gang is GRLGNG ___, 3 underscores, and then the nail page, it's I'm Own Nails, so it's just Naomi spelled backwards.
It took me ages to figure out what that was.
Yeah. So that was my my idea for the name for my clothing line, which is still called I'm Own. But when the nails came about, I was like, what am I gonna call this? So I was like, cool, I'm Own Nails. So anyway, yeah, that's my name backwards, nails. And then my page, NASAP _. I had NASAP before, but then someone clapped my page, so. Yeah, one time I come back from Carnival, I was locked out of my page. Oh, and then I had to change it. Yeah, indeed. And then the person, they got like 3 followers. I've been trying to DM them, can I have my page back? They won't give it back.
They were waiting to get you slipping, boy.
They don't use it. They got like 3
Probably
followers.
Saw you at Carney, like, yeah.
Yeah, they're like, yeah, I'm going to take her page. So I don't have NASAP no more.
Who did you upset?
I don't know. Probably a lot of people. I don't know. Don't be mad. Be happy. And what else? The clothing. The clothing one, it's I'm Own.
Sick. I'll pop them all up on screen and in the link below. So guys, go and check out NASAP, Naomi, and thank you very much for being here.
Thanks for having me.
Oh, you're very welcome. It was truly a pleasure. I'm Sandy, skg.jpg, and Herstoryinsneakers. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, and be sure to check out the Girl Gang events.
Yay!
Bye guys.
Bye.